Hello, ladies. Happy Tuesday night. How is everybody doing? I guess everybody has themselves muted. I'm going to wait just a second, maybe a couple more minutes for people to hop on. And that is going to beep every time because I don't know how to turn that off. Can y'all hear that dinging? All right, I'm going to give one more minute and then we'll get started. Okay. Alrighty, ladies, we are going to get started. I'm so excited to get these calls back up and going.
I'm in a second, sorry.
Let me mute everybody real quick. Okay. If you did not see, several of us leaders just got back from our leader retreat and it was so amazing. So we will do these yearly. So be looking out for our next one. I'll probably announce the next leader retreat when we find out when our next conference is, and I'm hoping we'll find that out at conference this year. So be looking out for that info, but it's really fun. Don't know what the qualifications will be this year since we have grown quite a bit, but sorry about the dinging. I need to figure out how to change that. I do happen to have a party going on right now, so that's what it is. It's people commenting on those posts. But really quickly, I'm going to do a couple of shout outs and then we're going to get going to April's training, which I'm really, really excited about. But I wanted to shout out, so every week we are going to shout out those that have BQ'd within that week. So today we are recognizing those who have BQ'd within 2 days because I'm going to start it from July 1st. And there are some, y'all, this is insane that you have BQ'd and a lot of you more than that. Who is it? Sorry about the dinging. That's going to drive me crazy. So we have Shonda Lewis at $533, and that is within 2 days. If you are on this call, are you on this call, Shonda? I can't tell. I don't think so. We're going to ask her what she's doing because that's insane. Tanya Morris is at $312. Liliana, and girl, I'm going to screw your name up. Figueroa? I'm so sorry. Is at $311, and then April Brand is at $301, and Ashton Padilla is at $300. And then y'all, there are several of you in the 200s, several of you in the 100s. So super proud of you guys. That is incredible. And I cannot wait to see how many by next Tuesday are going to be BQ'd. Some of you are even going to be an enhanced commission. So that is incredible. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking. I'm going to hand it over to April so that we can hear her training. And yeah, y'all feel free to ask questions. We have the chat down below. Ask questions when you have them, and we can make sure at the end that we answer those. So April.
Hey everyone, can you hear me? Okay. I wish I could see everyone. I can see who all's on, but I can't see faces. So if you have been around for a while and you know what it is to bonus qualify, just, sorry, stay with me for a minute because I know we do have a lot of new people. So bonus qualifying is when you hit $300 in your personal sales. And this should be like the foundation of every month. For me, when I started, and I started in August, so I have not been doing Color Street for a full year yet. I looked through the units and just said, what can I do to make my business successful? And so my minimum goal starting out was the $300. And then that kind of changed. Now for me, my minimum goal every month is to reach enhanced commission. And so for me, just to go ahead and get that bonus qualifying, that first $300 out of the way at the beginning of the month, one, it's less stress on me because I know that at the end of the month, I'm going to get the commission from my team. So once you start building a team, you don't get that commission if you yourself have not bonus qualified. It allows you to meet your jumpstart goals. And so really that $300 should be a non-negotiable for your business. Like everybody should be able to obtain that. And it's easy. I printed this out. I don't know if you can see it, but Ashton had put it in the unit section. So really it breaks it down. To bonus qualify, you only have to sell 28 sets a month. And that's, I mean, like nothing. Or find 9 people, there's a bug flying around, sorry. 9 people to buy 3, get 1 free. So I mean, nine friends, that's all you need each month. And you've got the foundation set. Or 2 qualifying parties that'll hit $150. So you have 2 qualifying parties and you're already there. So that, I mean, with it broken down like this, if you print this out every month and check it off as you're going, it makes it so much easier to see, I've sold 14 sets. This is how many I have left to sell. So I love this little thing that Ashton did. I usually keep it hanging up to check off. As far as how I BQ, now it drives me crazy if I don't BQ within like the first 15 days. Just because I like to have it out of the way. So my biggest way to BQ is my Nail of the Month Club. And I know I talked about this a little last month, but I just put on my page a Nail of the Month Club. You can charge whatever you want. You can do it however you want. I'm just going to tell you how I did it. I do mine where I send them an invoice on Messenger the first of the month, and they pay me $10. That $10 gets them a set of nails and either an accent or a prize. So like for the set of nails, I could just pick any set of nails that go with the accents that I have and send that to them. So I just look through my accents and see what I have in my sample packs and then pair it with whatever I have in stock. Like this is Caribbean Coral because I had Home Sweet Home. And so I tell them up front, it's random. I told them the first month that it may be sets that they would never try. I think the first set I sent out was Crystal Cave or something like that. I sent a design that most people weren't going to pick, and everybody loved it. So I'll send this, or I'll send a set of nails with a cute little keychain that you can hold chapstick, or a nail file, any little prize. So that would be the month. And you could set it at any price. Now, how I do it for my $10 is all of my sets I get from the previous month's postage rewards. So I have a party open for my orders that I place, or people that go to my website to place the orders, and I close it out at $1,000. So like I'll close that out and order all of my sets for Nail of the Month. So I'm not out any money. I already have the samples. I already have the nail sets. And so I just take the money that they pay me and turn around and use that towards bonus qualifying. So I have that I do. And I don't I told them up front, I have a Google document that I used to begin with. I don't use it anymore, but I can post it that just kind of gave the wording on how I do everything. I told them I would invoice them on the 1st. Their sets would be mailed out by the 15th. And that gives me time that if for some reason one month I did not have a party to close out, if I invoice them on the 1st, I still have 15 days to get their money in, get sets ordered. So I didn't have to worry about, I wanted to make sure they knew it might not be mailed out at the beginning of every month. That has been huge for me. And I don't post every month saying, if you still want to be in it, let me know. I just automatically assume they're going to be in it and send them an invoice. Most everybody just pays again. I've had some along the way that say they're not interested. Every couple of months, I'll post that I still have room in my Nail of the Month club, and people will ask more information. I did that this month, and I think I had 4 or 5 new people sign up. And so I would encourage you that if you only have 2 or 3 people to begin with, go ahead and do it, because those 2 or 3 people are going to turn around and post in your page about the Nail of the Month and look at my goodie I got. And people are going to start seeing that because people are constantly posting different things they got in my page. And so other people notice it and other people will pick up on it. Another thing I do, if you have any questions, oh, I see the questions now. Let me see. Do you do it as a mystery box or post a picture of what you're sending them? In my Google document that I can post on the page, said that it would be a mystery set. So I don't post pictures. I just say, if you wanted my Nail of the Month club, let me know. I sign them up. I send it to them. I do the same thing just to make it easier. That way, if somebody shares it in my page, somebody's like, why did I get this set, not this set? I just do one set just to make it easier and send it. But I was upfront with them and told them it was a mystery and that it might be something that they didn't try. Because honestly, there's some sets that I've tried just because I wanted to see how they looked that I ended up loving that I thought I wouldn't like. The Flocking Fabulous, the flamingos. When it first came in, I was like, it's cute, but I could leave it. But then I put it on and I loved it. So that's what I want mine to do. Like if I see a set that I'm not selling a whole lot of, I'll do that Nail of the Month next time. Get that on, 15, 16 people's hands. And then they'll come back and share it in my page. So another thing that I do, I either do an end of the month in stock sale or a beginning of the month in stock sale. So whatever sets I have left over from like my parties that I have closed out, my hostess rewards, I either do, you can do it like a live sale. My VIPs I found do better if I post a graphic that says in stock sale, and then in the comments I just post pictures of the sets. Like I'll just I'll just take a picture of the set and just post the picture and say I have 2 red, white, and beautiful, and then they'll comment underneath that. So I always try to do that the end of the month, and then I just hang on it. If I do it a few days before the end of the month, I'll just leave that money in PayPal until the beginning of the month and then turn around and use that money to buy more sets. And or I'll do it at the beginning of the month and then use that money to go towards sets to BQ. And you don't, a lot of times I'll do my in-stock sales at $10, but you don't have to. Like I have a lot of people that say, well, I can't do that because like you still have to pay shipping and you have to do this and this. And I get that. Like if you're first starting out and you don't want to do that, but you have some sets, sell them for the price that they would pay. Because when you think about it, if you do the buy 3, get 1 free, you're really paying, I think like $9 per set. So you're not going to lose any money. So just sell it and save them shipping and send it to them, or they get it quicker. But that has been huge. Another thing that Shannon has talked about on the calls before that she is fantastic, is the deal of the week. She'll do like I do with my nail of the month and just say a set plus an accent for $12, and sell them that way. Another thing you can do is a bulk order or the girls' night parties. My parties started out slow. I had a lot of interaction, but not a lot of sales at the end of them. And if you're that way, I would highly suggest that you keep going. Like consistency, just get your VIP used to doing those parties. If nothing else, you're getting more interaction. More people are going to see your post. But also, I think I did a 4th of July this past Thursday. And at the end of it, I, within 10 minutes, had made like $60 on sets. So, I mean, like, in that $60 went towards my BQing in 2 days. So if you're not having any luck with any of that stuff, I still say try it. Be consistent. Keep doing it, because it might not come the first time or the second time you post it. I posted something, what was it? Oh, a combo for patriotic sets that I had in stock yesterday. I posted it 3 times yesterday and deleted it all 3 times because nobody said anything. And then literally today had somebody message me, hey, do you have any patriotic sets in stock? And so I just pulled the graphic that I used yesterday and was like, yeah, girl, I have these. So just keep being consistent. Let me see if anybody else had any other questions or comments. I feel like I'm talking really fast. Shauna, there is, Ashton did a training on the Google Doc. It's somewhere in this page. We can find it and tag you in it. I'm pretty sure it's in the page because she's the one that taught me how to use it. Her training was fantastic. So we can get you going on that. So does anybody have any questions? Like, it's so good to go ahead and get that out of the way, because now, like for me, I have that $300, and so now I can focus on hitting that enhanced commission and have the rest of the month to just keep moving along. Any other questions?
So April, do you try to schedule your nail bars, or do you do nail parties like online or in person?
This past month, I did not do any nail bars. I did the girls' night in my VIP group and got some sales each month, but had no takers on my nail bars this month. And I honestly would not let that stop you, or anybody who says, well, my sales are terrible because I don't have any parties going on. I still hit enhanced commission this month. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to try my parties again this month. I'm going to try. Normally, I do have online parties.
Okay. So you would say still a majority of your sales is just through your VIP group?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's really important to remember, guys, because I think we do get a little disappointed when Facebook parties don't really pan out the way we want them to. Because your VIP group, guys, is like the business storefront of your business. So when you think about it, we don't have a brick and mortar shop, but your VIP group is what people really think of when they think of Color Street, or at least we hope so. That's the goal. The goal is for when somebody hears Color Street, or when somebody thinks of nail polish, they think of you and your VIP group. Because that's all that people see. People do not see you behind the scenes doing your stuff. All they see is what is in your VIP group. So if you think of it in that sense, or if you were to go to your VIP group right now and scroll down through the first 5 posts, like what is it saying about your group? And that's really kind of like a gut check moment maybe for us, is to go to our VIP group, go through the first 5 posts, see what it looks like. Is it inviting? Is it fun? Or is it like just a bunch of graphics? Or like, is it you? Do people see other people in your group? I'll give a couple of tips, April, if you are, or unless you have anything else, I'll give a couple of tips really quick and then we can kind of hop off. But for me, I got this tip from, what's her name? Shannon Carner, who she's not on our team, but her training she did in our team page is still up and it is awesome. And she gave me the idea of doing the nail fee of the month club. So not a nail of the month, but a nail fee of the month. Not a club. It's a giveaway, basically. So every month you have like a little cute giveaway. And I always just do like a set of nails and like 2 or 3 things that I got from Five Below. So basically it's up for grabs. To be entered to win it, you have to put a picture of whatever nails that they're wearing. They can have as many entries as they want. So if they change their nails 4 times, they get 4 entries, as long as they post it in my VIP group. Y'all, this has been so beneficial. So if you're not doing this, do it. It could literally, I use the sets that I get in Hostess Rewards and product credit. It literally cost me like $5 because I'm going to Five Below. So, but they're seeing people are actually wearing the product and it's not just me. And I think this is almost like that positive peer pressure type thing. So when other people see that they're doing it, they're like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll jump on the wagon too. And sometimes it shows people what everybody else is wearing. So my style, hopefully everybody in your group is like probably into your style because they're in your group and they like you. But say they're not my style, they're going to see other people and what they're wearing. So that's been really beneficial. If you're not doing that, I strongly recommend doing that. Sorry, I'm going to read through y'all's. So we're talking about parties. I do want to say we are going to do a big team training on Facebook parties for in a couple of weeks, and it's going to go literally from start to finish, like how to book parties once you have the parties booked, how to run them once you've ran them, how to follow up, how to close them out, all of that, how to book parties off of parties. We're going to have a massive training on that coming up at the end of the month, so be looking out for that. So I'm probably not going to go over any party questions right now because there's a couple more things that I want to talk about. So April touched on consistency, and so I want to piggyback off that because if you look at any top stylist on our team or in the business, it's because they've been consistent. Now I know we all have weeks, like I literally this week have been crazy. So like we all have our weeks where life is going to happen and not going to be as consistent, but overall you're consistent. So you're consistent with posting in your VIP group. You're consistent with following up with your customers. You're consistent with booking nail parties. You're consistent with recruiting. You're consistent in all areas. And what this does is it shows your customers, or it even shows people that might have not jumped on the bandwagon yet but are watching you, because whether you believe it or not, they're watching you. It shows the loyalty to the company, and it also just shows confidence in what you're doing. So being consistent with like your nail of the month club, even if you have 0 people, act like you have people in it. If you have 1 person, keep doing it for that 1 person. Be consistent with your girls' night in nights. So or parties, if you're doing those in your VIP group and you're saying you're going to do them every week, be consistent in them, even if nobody comments on them. Because what you're showing your customers, or what you're showing people that are watching you, is that if you are doing something and it flops and then you quit doing it, it shows them you're really only doing it if it's successful. And y'all, this business, there are going to be things that take time to be successful. It's not going to be you try it one time and it's successful. So this is just going to show your customers that you're confident in what you're doing. So be consistent in every little thing. If you say you're going to offer samples every single week, offer samples every single week. If you're saying you're going to do Girls Night In every single week, do them every single week. And that goes with anything. I myself, and this is like a little kick in the butt for myself, I am not great, you guys, and you've probably noticed, with getting the drawings done when I do challenges. So my biggest downfall is when we do a challenge to get the drawing done and to send the stuff out. I'm thinking about it, okay, guys? Like, I swear it's up here and I'm going to get it done, but I need to do a better job at being consistent with that. So there's things that I have to work on too, but we got to be consistent. And then the last thing before we hop off that I have put down, so April was talking about her sales in her VIP group. I want us to remember, like I said, some things are going to flop, some things are not. So you have to keep trying different things. We talked about this. We had a leader call right before this, and I mentioned how a lot of the times when like something fails, like say we have a sale in our VIP group and it flops and nobody buys anything, we kind of internalize that. And we're like, oh, I'm a failure. I suck at being a stylist. I'm done. This is it. And we internalize it when we just need to realize like something didn't work and we can fix it and we try something else. So if something flops or something doesn't work or a nail bar bombs, don't internalize that. You are not the failure. Something just needs to be tweaked. So for April, she does really well with just posting a picture of what she has in stock and people comment. I, for one, that does not work for my VIP group. I tried it and I tried it and I tried it in the beginning for months and months and months. And I just never really, I used to not carry any stock, if that tells you anything, because posting a picture of my stock in my VIP group did not work. I never sold anything, so I didn't have, I never carried anything in stock. So then I tried a live flash sale, and that, my girls love it. So what I do is I basically just, 2 or 3 times before, the day before, a couple hours before, and 30 minutes before, I promote my live flash sale. And usually it's $10 or it's $10 a set, or it's free tax, free shipping, whatever I want it to be. And it's different every time. And so I get on live. I literally have my stock sitting next to me and I sit just like this and I hold up a set. I show them what it looks like. I say, this is Party in the USA, and they will claim, and I just pick whoever claimed it first. I write it on a piece of paper. Y'all, this has been, it was a life changer. The first time I did it, I sold over $200 worth of nails. And I was shocked because I was like, but my VIP group, they don't do sales. But it was just, I needed to tweak it. I needed to find what worked for me. So y'all make sure that you try different things. Being consistent is huge. So does anybody have any questions from that? No questions? Okay, so that is it for tonight. And if y'all ever have any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the group or to reach out to any of us. But we are going to do these every single week, rain or shine. Unless it's a holiday, we will be here. If there's 2 people on, we'll still be on here waiting for you guys. So hop on if you can. Be consistent with these, you guys, because I promise, when we were doing these in the beginning, they were incredible. And life happened and we got sidetracked and forgot to do calls. So I'm excited to get these back. But anyways, I hope y'all have, your hubby did a great choice. Didn't he? I do love them. Except I did bring, what's the orange? Hold on, let me read this really quick. Kathy, I don't know if you meant to send that or not, but if you did, just message me and we can chat about that. But anyways, I did bring Fire Island Flame just in case I felt a little need to get crazy while I was down there. But anyways, I just got sidetracked. So I think that's it. I hope you'll have an incredible night and week. And we'll chat later. All right, guys. Bye.